cheese making building at Fen Farm. What I want to show you is how easy it actually is to make cheese. I've got some of our milk from this morning, and we're going to see magic happen between when milk is a liquid and when it becomes a solid. So here we've got 2 litres of milk. Just for the video purposes, we're going to pour that 2 litres into Mark King, our cheesemaker's, his lasagna bowl. Sorry, we don't really have a lasagna bowl at the farm, so Mark King's going without his lasagna tonight. The important thing for cheese making before you do anything else is actually the temperature of that milk, because if you won't coagulate the milk very well if it is not warm. And we've got nice, about 32 degrees, perfect. Before you add the rennet, you want to get the milk moving. So there you go, because if you don't have the milk moving, chances are the rennet is so potent it will start coagulating one area. So here we go. So we're gonna, let me just keep moving that milk. We're just watching the stopwatch. I'm gonna move that for about 1 minute. Rennet can come in several formats. You can get vegetarian rennet and you can get animal rennet. Rennet was originally discovered when, hundreds or thousands of years ago, some guy decided to carry milk across the desert in a stomach, and away he went thinking that it was a place to store the milk till he got to the, to feed himself on. When he opened this dried stomach to get his milk out to drink, he discovered the milk had gone solid. And actually I think that's what's now happening with this. It's, my God, that's gone really quick. So that's way quicker than we normally have it. I probably overdosed it on rennet, but look how quick that happened. Milk is made up of proteins, fats, carbohydrate, which is lactose, whey, which is water, vitamins and minerals. And it's the protein what we're interested in here. With cheese making, it's all about the protein. When milk is in liquid status, the proteins move around in a non-magnetic kind of way. So they're moving around in the milk. As soon as you add rennet, which is an enzyme, the enzyme's sole purpose is to find protein, which we call casein, and it cuts off the little hairs around that casein, which are called caseins. And as soon as the enzyme, the rennet, removes or cuts off those little casein hairs, those proteins become like little magnets. When a protein finds another protein, they stick to each other. And then 2 proteins sticks to another 2 proteins, which sticks to 4 proteins. And as these proteins start sticking to one another, they start creating chains. The chains wrap around all of the other parts of the milk. So it wraps around the liquid, it wraps around the fat, it wraps around the vitamins and minerals. And what eventually happens is, at some point, all of those, now at this point, large chains of proteins just all of a sudden just come together. It literally in seconds, the whole lot just like knots together and becomes one big blob of jelly. And that's what's just happened here now. So the proteins keep pushing tighter and tighter together. And in doing so, as those protein chains just keep pushing through the liquid and through the fat, it forces the liquid to escape. So what we've done is we've made one earlier. We're going to just cut the curd, because we want to release more liquid from the curd. That looks like halloumi sticks. There we go. It's interesting. So tasting the cheese or the curd at this stage, it's very sweet still. It's just kind of like a blancmange. It's the best way of describing it, like jelly, like milk jelly. As time would go by, the drainage would increase further and further. There's some things what we could do with this right now which would turn this into a really interesting product, such as adding lemon, salt, maybe you want to like strain it a little bit, put it in olive oil, leave it a few weeks, and maybe put a couple of cloves of garlic in there. Small things, but so easy to do, and you get great results of making your own cheese at home.